He is the richest human being who has ever lived. A man who built rockets, electric cars, and a social media empire worth billions. The world called him a genius, a visionary, the real-life Iron Man. But behind every empire, there's a story they don't want you to find. And today we're opening the vault. Every great story needs an origin, and Elon Musk's origin is not what you've been told. The narrative goes like this. A young boy from South Africa, with nothing but a dream and a computer, builds himself into one of the richest people in history. It's a powerful story. There's just one problem. It leaves out a few important details. Musk was not born into poverty. He was born into a relatively privileged environment. His father, Elon Musk, was an engineer and property developer. Reports over the years have also linked the family to emerald mining interests, although details surrounding those claims remain disputed. Elon Musk has acknowledged receiving financial support from his family during some of his early ventures. Now, does this mean his achievements aren't real? Absolutely not. Building companies like Tesla and SpaceX required extraordinary execution, risk-taking, and vision. But the image of the completely self-made billionaire is more complicated than many people realize. The Twitter takeover that shocked the world. In October 2022, Elon Musk purchased Twitter for $44 billion. $44 billion. What happened next became one of the most chaotic corporate takeovers in modern business history. Within days of taking over, he fired roughly half the company, about 3,700 employees, gone almost overnight. Then he cut deeper. More staff were let go, contractors were removed, and the remaining employees were given an ultimatum: commit to working extremely hardcore or leave. The deadline was 48 hours. Hundreds chose to walk away, but the impact didn't stop at staffing. Entire infrastructure teams were affected. The people responsible for keeping systems stable were gone, and soon after, things started breaking. Then came the advertisers. Big brands began pulling back. Some paused spending, others left entirely. Apple, General Motors, General Mills. Major advertising groups advised clients to step away from the platform. Pressure was building fast. Musk responded directly on the platform. He publicly challenged Apple. He suggested they were threatening to remove Twitter from the App Store. He even visited Apple's headquarters. But the confrontation never escalated publicly. Tim Cook gave him a tour, and the situation was quietly resolved. Still, the damage had already spread. Revenue pressure increased, confidence dropped, and by 2025, market value fluctuations and ongoing controversies had significantly impacted Musk's overall net worth. What was supposed to become an everything app started looking more like a high-risk experiment playing out in real time. Tesla, the empire built on broken promises. Tesla is one of the most important business stories of the modern era. But behind the success story, there is another timeline. For years, Elon Musk made one promise more than any other: full self-driving, a car that drives itself, completely autonomous. He first said it would arrive in 2017, then 2018, then 2019, then 2020, then 2021, then again in later years. Each time, the timeline moved. Customers paid up to $15,000 for a feature that still, to this day, does not fully deliver what was originally promised. And while Tesla grew into a global powerhouse, not every plan survived. In early 2024, reports suggested that plans for an affordable entry-level Tesla were being scaled back as focus shifted toward robotaxi development instead. Then came a difficult period for the company, a combination of market pressure, rising competition, and shifting investor confidence hit Tesla hard. At one point, the stock saw sharp declines in a short period of time, erasing a large portion of its market value from recent highs. The impact wasn't just financial, it became emotional for some customers and investors. People who once saw Tesla as untouchable started questioning the future, and in a rare shift, some Tesla owners began distancing themselves from the brand, not because the cars changed, but because the perception around the company did. The government game. This is where the story gets more complicated. After the 2025 political shift in the United States, Elon Musk took on an advisory role within the administration, while also being connected to a new initiative focused on government efficiency. On the surface, it was presented as an effort to reduce waste and improve systems. But the overlap between business and government raised questions, because at the same time, Musk's companies were still deeply tied to federal contracts. SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, all operating in industries where government funding and regulation matter heavily. And when influence and contracts exist in the same space, lines can become blurred. During this period, Musk also became one of the largest political donors in the country, contributing hundreds of millions of dollars across different political efforts. Then came a public breakdown in relations. Policy changes began affecting electric vehicle incentives, which directly impacted Tesla. Tensions escalated quickly. Statements were exchanged publicly. Support turned into criticism, and soon, what started as alignment became open conflict. At the center of it all was a simple reality. One of the most powerful business figures in the world was now deeply connected to the systems that regulate his own companies. And that raised a question that many people still debate. Where does innovation end and influence begin? What the story really tells us. So after everything, what do we actually learn from this? Elon Musk is not a simple story. He is not just a hero and not just a villain. He is a builder of industries. Electric cars became mainstream. Private spaceflight became real. Satellite internet reached places it never could before. But alongside that success, there are real controversies. Broken timelines, aggressive business decisions, sudden restructures that affected thousands of people, and a level of influence that stretches across multiple industries at once. Technology, transportation, space, and global communication. The real question is not whether he is good or bad. The real question is bigger. What happens when so much power is concentrated in so few hands? Because history has seen versions of this before, and it rarely ends in simple ways. Sometimes it drives progress, sometimes it creates imbalance. Often, it does both at the same time, and that is what makes this story worth paying attention to, not as a headline, but as a pattern.